Hey Sagittarius, thanks for visiting. This is your reading for November the 19th to November the 25th. And if you like this reading, as I always ask you, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you would like to. And I am late. I've been getting later and later with each week with these readings. I know I've had some big roadblocks in my life that have stopped me from concentrating on this channel and these readings as much as I should have been. These roadblocks have now been eliminated from my life. I won't go on about this on here, but I'll probably make another video about it and what's going to happen with this channel. But yes, this is what's happened. I'm here now. I'm doing the reading. I know it's late, but I'm going to do the best I can with this reading and get it out for you as quickly as I can. So, Sagittarius, the first card you have for your past is the Queen of Cups. Beautiful queen. But she's a very emotional queen as well. She's an extremely emotional queen. This queen is, she just stares into her cup all the time. She's completely lost in her emotions. Sometimes they're good emotions, sometimes they're bad. But I think, you know, what I'm seeing here is that she's just lost. She's staring at her cup. She's been there for a long, long time staring at that cup as well. Because if you look at the tide, it's coming right in. It's kind of almost up to her toes. It's touching her toes. But she doesn't even realize it's touching her toes because she's so lost. She's so lost in her emotions. She's not noticing what's going on around her. Now, that might be how you were at this time, because I'm seeing that you're missing someone. And I'm seeing that your thoughts might have just been so consumed with whoever this was. They would not get out of your mind. They were stuck in your mind. And maybe you could have found it difficult to think about anything else, anyone else, just like this queen. I am seeing you're able to, do your work and do your daily whatever you had to do. But with everything you were doing every day, all day, this person was still inside your mind all the time. And I just think, I know this is going to sound really strange and it might actually make you angry, I don't know. But you're in this feeling, kind of consumed with this feeling. And I think you might have been missing them so much that it was like you didn't want to get out of this feeling of missing them. It was almost as if you wanted to stay in your pain in a way. Now, you might not have, this might have been some subconscious. You might not have been thinking literally, I want to stay in this pain and not get out of it. But it's a subconscious thing. It's like if I let go of this pain, then I'm letting go of them. And I don't want to let go of them because I'm missing them so much. That's the kind of thing I'm seeing. So, you just wanted to stay in the water of your emotions. And, your head didn't want to, but your heart kind of did, if that makes sense. So, if you think about, it's like you were living in the water, you were living in there. And you didn't want to come out, just like fish live in the water. And, if they tried to come out of the water, they die because they couldn't breathe. And it was like you felt like, if I stopped thinking about this person, I miss them so much, I'm going to die if I don't keep on thinking about them. It's that kind of thing. I'm not saying you were that dramatic, but that's the kind of thing I'm kind of seeing in this. So, if this resonates, obviously try to come out of this. Now, you might be in a battle because obviously your head or whatever your feelings are subconsciously thinking, I want to stay here, I want to stay here. And your mind's telling you, I want to leave here, I want to leave here. That's the kind of thing I'm seeing. So this is not going to be easy. But if you try, it's going to get better slowly. At least you need to try if this resonates with you. You'll definitely be able to breathe. You won't be like a fish if you come out of this water. And each day it's going to get a little bit easier. So try and just do things that you love doing. Take care of yourself. Go to places that you love. Eat the food you love. Watch the movies you love. Do things you really love and find happiness in these things. And the more you fill your life up with these other things, the less you'll be lost in this water, these emotions. That's what I'm seeing in that. So the next card you have for your past is the King of Cups. So yes, fish. Here's a fish. There's a fish on this card. It's on the left hand side of this card and it's jumping out of the water. There we are. So it's jumping out of the water. So jump out of the water. Don't live in the water like a fish. Yeah, again, it's not going to be easy. I know that. But again, try to spend some time out of your emotions, even if it's for a little bit amount of a small amount, a little bit of an amount, a short amount of time each day. What's a little bit of an amount? Yes, just try and do this for a little amount of time each day. And I know you can't do it all the time. I know that your mind will automatically go back to this person and your emotions will too, but you need to try. You really do need to try. Make an effort. Try and put your head over your heart a little bit and just try this. Yeah, I'm also seeing in this card that there is something that you're passionate about apart from this person you miss, or maybe I should say there was something that you were passionate about before you got this, before this kind of person took over your head. This might be something creative, maybe this is a hobby, maybe this is a sport, maybe this is something you like doing. Because, you know, there's a red boat. The fish is on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side of this king, there's a red boat. Now, red is obviously passion, so you're passionate about something. And because it's a boat, it's on a journey. It's on a journey out of this card, out of the water, out of those feelings. If you follow this passion, this is going to take you on a journey out of your hurt and out of your head. Now, again, it's not easy. It's going to take time. You might have ups and downs when you're on this boat, leading yourself out of this water. You might get seasick even. It won't be that bad, but you know, I shouldn't laugh. I know this is serious if you're stuck in this, but yeah, try and find something you can really stick your mind in and kind of lose yourself in. For me, I love art, so you know, it might be that. Anything that's something that you can immerse yourself in. Might be movies, might be reading, might be going out, might be anything you can think of that you love doing, that you really lose yourself in. And the more the more you spend time doing that, the less time you'll be kind of wallowing and missing this person. I don't mean to say wallowing as a criticism to you. That's just kind of a word I use to describe this. So the last card you have for your past is the Two of Pentacles. So yes, if you look at this whole past section of this reading, it's all about waves of water and all of these kinds of things, all emotional. And there are waves behind this man as well. So, you know, you will slowly come out of this hurt. You will slowly come out of these emotions, missing this person, very, very slowly. And, you know, as you do that, you're going to experience some ups and downs. Obviously, this is what I'm seeing in this card. This man's juggling. So these two pentacles are going up and down, these coins. And, you know, I think you know that there are going to be ups and downs. But, I mean, your head knows this, but your heart's not going to know this. So when you go through the downs, your heart might be saying, oh, it's terrible, I'll never feel better. You know, and when you go through the ups, your heart might be going, oh, I'm better forever. I'm never going to feel terrible again. And then it'll go down again. So, you know, your heart is going to go through these ups and downs. Your head knows that. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is you might have had some kind of unexpected expense. I'm seeing something seemed to come out of nowhere. Things felt a bit out of control financially for a while with you, money-wise. But I'm seeing that you managed to get this into control. You managed to kind of pay whatever this was and kind of stabilize everything. You coped. And, you know, I think you're used to these kind of financial ups and downs. I mean, it's not that it's fantastic. It's not you should be used to this thing happening, but you have had it happen a lot. I've seen this in your readings all the time. So that's just something that happened to you and you're kind of like, oh no, this happened. You know, maybe your car broke down or something broke. You had to pay this extra. So, you know, I always see you climbing back financially and then you take a little hit again and then you go backwards again and then you climb forwards again. So I'm sorry this has happened to you. And, you know, also if this has happened to you while you're going through this horrible emotional thing, it's not fun. It really is not. So yes, the first card you have for your present is the Two of Cups. So yeah, I think there are some people around you who you're able to talk to. There are some people who understand you actually. I'm seeing one specific person who is very, very caring, very understanding. They're very kind. And, you know, they also understand you really, really well. They understand you. This could be a friend, but, you know, I'm seeing it's a little bit blurred here. There might have there might have been some kind of on and off love situation between you and this person. I don't know, maybe not, or maybe there's some flirting in the past. There's some kind of blurring love and friendship going on with this person. But if everything I've seen in your past resonates, I think this person might actually be interested in more with you, but they're kind of not saying anything to you. They're kind of wanting to just be your friend. They're kind of being around you in that way at this time. And also, you know, it's just too early for you anyway to think about love with anyone else if you're still kind of just getting out of this missing this other person situation. But yeah, putting that aside, this person as a person just really understands you. It's like they understand the inner you. Now, not many people understand the inner workings of you. Actually, I don't see anyone at all, but this person does more than anyone else. So this is like a very, very special person for you, a very special person in your life. And sometimes I see this caduceus that's between this couple, this kind of snake thing in between this couple, as DNA. It looks a bit like DNA. So sometimes I see this as family, but I'm not seeing that this time. I'm seeing that this person knows you probably even better than some of your family members. It could be that. And I'm also seeing in this is just coming up for me suddenly. There's someone who was very close to you and you lost them. They might not be on this earth anymore. This is someone who you used to be able to talk to. Obviously, you can't talk to them anymore. You really still miss this person. And this person used to help you a lot in practical ways, and they used to help you in talking to you. So this is someone who you used to talk to. Now you're very alike. You look alike, you act, or you did. You looked alike, you acted alike, because I'm seeing you mirroring each other. So this is a very special, this person was a very special person, and I'm seeing that this person who is around you as a friend talking to you is a very special person. And now I'm seeing why this person who you lost popped in. It's to remind you to appreciate who you have around you. That's what I'm seeing. So you have this person, this friend who understands you perfectly, better than anyone else, not as well as this person that you lost, but better than anyone else. Hold on to this person, don't lose them, and appreciate who you have and appreciate what you have. That's what I'm seeing. So yes, the next card you have for your present is the Hanged Man. So yeah, this is a bit strange. I'm seeing some of your communication might be tied up for some reason, like this man's tied up to this tree, not being able to do what you want. And yeah, this is very strange. I'm seeing, this is what I'm seeing, maybe broken phones or lost passwords to get into emails or apps or something like that. It's like you want to communicate. You want to communicate with people, but you can't do that. And it's like you have to wait until all of this is sorted out. And I'm seeing that you will find a solution to what this is if you haven't already. You know, if this resonates and you're still kind of stressed about this, trying to sort out technology, I know how stressful that can be. Yeah, everyone does really. Yeah, this is just a message to hold back, like this Hanged Man. Hold back, sit back, find some peace, find some calm in your head. Think about this slowly, think about this carefully and clearly, rather than panicking, like me running around. I bought a new phone recently, but it kind of locked me out of a lot of things I was used to being in, and I couldn't find the passwords, and it was driving me crazy. So yeah, long story, but I wasn't very patient. I wasn't like this Hanged Man, so don't be like me. Be patient, think very carefully, think very slowly, and you'll come up with some solutions. That's what I'm seeing there. The other thing I'm seeing with this is that I keep on seeing this person in the Two of Cups, this kind of friend, and I am seeing that they might be interested in you in more than a friend. I'm definitely getting that feeling around them. But they know that they have to wait. They know that you're not ready. They know that it's too early. Now, they probably haven't said anything to you about this. This is just what they're thinking inside their head. Because if you look at this Hanged Man, he has like a light bulb around his head. So he's thinking. So this person's sitting back. They're waiting. They're thinking. And they're kind of waiting until everything's over and everything's clear and everything's ready for them to come forward to you. I'm also seeing that they might also have some kind of unfinished business that needs to be sorted out on their end as well. I'm not sure what that is. But it's like, their feelings would like to move forward, but they know that they can't for a lot of different reasons. So they're not doing that. They're very patient. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your present is the Three of Cups. So, yeah, this card can be about a lot of different things, parties, all of that kind of thing. I'm seeing this quite literally, actually. I'm seeing that, I don't mean literally in the way that you're not holding up a golden cup dancing around a pumpkin, obviously, but you could be spending time with friends, just having fun, just laughing. I'm not seeing crazy partying or anything like that. I'm just seeing talking, laughing, and just relaxing. I'm really happy to see this, actually, because putting these enjoyable things in your head and in your life is exactly what you need to do after this time of missing this person. I'm still seeing that, yeah, again, I keep on seeing this person in the Two of Cups. They're staying sober. I don't mean that literally, that they're not drinking. I'm not saying they're drunk and they're kind of trying to stay sober. I'm seeing that they're saying their heart their heart is staying sober. So they're not letting themselves get carried away in love romantically. They're not coming forward and they're not saying, I love you so much right now, I want you now. They're not being like that. They're very sober. They're very careful in the way that they're thinking, in the way that they're looking toward you. And I'm seeing they're happy to be your friend for now. And I think they've always been your friend for a long time anyway. Yeah, they're not letting themselves get carried away in love. They're just happy to be your friend, at least for now. They're happy to wait. They're happy to wait for you. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Four of Swords. So, yes, you're still going through this process. This is a recovery process from this person that you are missing. And yeah, and this person is still going to be very respectful toward you, this person in the Three of Cups. They're not going to, they're very respectful. Some people would take advantage of your heartbreak and they'd kind of move in and muscle their way in on you and say, oh, I'll help you, I'll make you feel better, all of that kind of. They're not like that. They're not like that. They're very respectful, and that's another reason why they're holding back. But even though they're holding back, I don't know if you're feeling this, you might feel this from them, but their love is radiating from them toward you. They don't even mean it. They're not saying anything, they're not doing anything to kind of do that, to kind of let you know that, but it's just radiating from them. They can't help it. It's just like, if you look at this card, there's this beautiful stained glass window, and the light's radiating from that window onto the man who's lying down, or the statue. And they also see the beauty emanating from you. They see you as golden. So they see that you are very special as well, and they can see that specialness radiating from you. So again, yeah, I'm also seeing, yes, again, this is going to take time. This process that you're going through, you're still kind of lying down, you're still kind of recovering, healing, all of that kind of thing. While you're doing this, you're still going to have thoughts of this person that you are missing. You're still going to have thoughts of them. Oh, they said this at that time, they did this at that time, whatever. It's like, this man's kind of, or the statue's resting, but he still has a few swords hanging over his head. So this is a process. It's going to take time for these swords to go away. They will go away eventually. And I think you can feel that things are starting to improve a lot because you are getting out with this person in the Three of Cups. So you're doing a lot of these things to kind of help yourself. So the next card you have for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, this is about your money. You're going to be building up your money again after this kind of thing that came out of nowhere, this expense. You always have these financial ups and downs. But I mean, things are generally a lot better for you financially than they used to be. You used to be really in a lot of trouble at one stage, and now, you know, things are a lot better for you. You still have these expenses that come in, and this is showing me that with these expenses, you need to be a little bit more, you need to just be a little bit more organized with your money, let's say, to allow these kind of expenses, these problems to, you know, just to allow for these things when they come up, just to say, okay, if this, I'll put a cushion behind me, I'll put a safety net, I'll save that safety net, I'll put it beside me, put it beside everything else, whatever, put it to one side. And when these things come up, I'll be able to cover them and more. I'll have savings, I'll have this. So I think you have been working your way up to that, but then, you know, something will crop up and they'll take all your savings, you'll have to build that up again. But I think, you know, this is about really, really saving hard, you know, really kind of cutting back on a lot of things, making sure that you have more than enough money sitting beside you or aside. Why do I keep on saying beside me or aside? I'm trying to say putting it aside or to one side. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I think you know what I mean. So save up even more than you imagine. Double, triple, whatever you can. I know it's going to take time, but have a big safety net beside you. Try to, if you can, so that when one of these problems come along, you can more than cover for them. You're not going to be scraping around trying to kind of make ends meet when that happens. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, you know what I'm also seeing with this card is that I'm seeing a pregnancy. Someone close to you or someone around you, this might be a relative, they might announce a pregnancy very soon, or a birth or something like that. I'm seeing this is a very healthy pregnancy, because I'm seeing abundance, growth, nurturing in this card. And look at the way the man's looking at this tree or this crop that he's grown. It's probably like a crop that he's grown. And, you know, he's planted a seed and he's watching it grow and he's looking at it lovingly, like it's a child that he's bringing up. That's what he's looking at. So that's why I'm seeing that. I'm seeing this pregnancy, and look at how healthy this tree is. All these great big huge leaves, coins all over it. It's very healthy, very big. And so I am seeing a very healthy pregnancy. So the last card you have for your future is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful card. Yeah, so this is really kind of summing up everything I've seen, almost everything I've seen in this reading so far. You still have this process to go through. You're probably still going to have some tears to go through. Again, this is not an easy process, of course it isn't, and you know that. But after these tears and all of these things comes healing, growth with these beautiful water lilies under this cup. You probably can't see them. I'll move it up so you can see. And I think you're really going to grow, and you're growing internally as well. This is a time of really exploring your inner world, yourself. This is an important process. If this resonates, you're very smart to be going through this. And I say smart because a lot of people purposely miss out on this time of coming out of an old relationship and taking some time to yourself and growing and learning and getting through this. This is the hard work. A lot of people don't want to do that because, you know, what they do is they go out and they kind of get into a new relationship, or they medicate, they drink, or they do whatever they do, and they feel better kind of in the short term, but they never actually feel better in the long term. They never heal properly. And you are going to do that. And after this, you know, you'll truly know yourself. You'll be ready for anything. You'll be ready for new love, whether it's with this person in the Two of Cups or someone else. And you'll just be ready. You'll be ready for life. So this is very, very beautiful. So Sagittarius, I hope this resonated. I know it was a bit long and garbled. I was trying to kind of get in everything I was seeing. I was seeing a lot of things in this reading. But yes, as you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you liked this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you would like to. And thank you so much for watching.